be for real. Why and how are you telling a black girl that you like brunettes? Does that even make any sense? Like, I'm sorry, does that make any sense? And then she was just like, oh well, I wear wigs, so and welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone is doing okay and everyone is doing well. Another day, another Love Island review. Before we get into this juicy review, because guys, we are 3 episodes in and this season is already given. I literally just got back from a wedding, so I was a bit late to Love Island, but I caught up, so now we're here to talk because you guys know I have opinions and I know you want to talk about today's episode because it definitely was a good one. But yes, as I usually and always say, number one, if you haven't yet subscribed, be sure to subscribe and definitely join the family. Also be sure to follow me on my Instagram and also on my Twitter at SarahDestinyX. And number 3, as always, please get cozy and comfy for hot ribena and some snacks. And let's get into today's review. So let's start off with Zach and Catherine. I'm just going to call him Zach, by the way, because I feel like when I say Zachariah and Catherine, it feels like a tongue twister. I don't know why. But let's start off with Zach and Catherine. Guys, you guys already know I am 100% here for them. I think they're really cute together. We know, of course, in yesterday's episode that it ended on the recoupling and he ended up choosing Catherine to be in a couple with, which means that Andre, aka Dre, is currently single and vulnerable as well. So fun fact as well, found out that Zach is actually Snoochie Shy's sister. If you don't know about Snoochie Shy, definitely go and Google her. But I was like, okay, it's making sense why the vibes are there because she's a vibe, so it makes sense why he's a vibe. Yeah, they ended up going on a date on the terrace, which was really cute. This was feeding him strawberries, which was really nice as well. One thing that I did note down is that having so many Londoners in Love Island is making me realize how solid and how distinctive the London accent is. Like when you're from London, you don't feel like you sound any different, but then when you hear other people talk, it makes a lot of sense. We'll quickly move on to Andre. Of course, he said that he wasn't really expecting it. He was confused at first, but I was a bit confused as well because I don't know if the Love Island producers have just cut out certain clips. I don't really feel like we've seen Andre pursue Catherine. Let me know if I've missed something. I don't feel like I've missed it, apart from the time he called her yesterday to have a chat with her but didn't have any chat. Makes absolutely no sense. But he was saying that, yeah, he was a bit confused, but you know what, it is what it is. And I was like, okay, it's good. Honestly, I feel like Andre started giving Catherine the ick, especially with the way he was being really forward without really doing too much. So yeah, no surprise there. But I like Zach and Catherine. I've already said this before, so yeah, I definitely stand them. Let's move on to Andre and Rushi. They were having a conversation about how Andre was feeling, and I need both of them to shine their eyes correctly because Andre and Rushi will make a really good couple. Yeah? Tell me if I'm lying. If you agree, let me know. If you disagree, let me know in the comments. But I think Andre and Ruchi will make a really good couple. So I hope they see the vision as well, because if they come together, I think they can go far. Let's move on now to George pulling Ruchi for a chat. Guys, I didn't really understand the essence of that conversation, if I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like Ruchi was 100% reading George. Okay, 100%. So George was pretty much saying, you know, I want to get to know you. Like, I feel like you're really cool. And she was just like, oh, really? Oh, I never thought you felt that way. I thought like your types would be blondes. And he was like, well, yeah, you could say that, but you know, I do really care about personality. Yeah, it's given boring. Okay, so this is reading you like a book. It is very clear that nothing is happening there. All right, all that rhymed. Anyway, let's move on to the following morning, because this is when Love Island producer said, wake up. And I'm awake. I am awake because I am here for the new babe. I'm so here for her. So Andre, of course, ended up getting a text that Whitney is waiting for. Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, my notes jumped. But yeah, Andre ended up getting a text that Whitney is waiting for him for a beach day. Now let's get into Whitney. Whitney Adebayo, to be precise, because not only is she a babe, she's a Niger babe. You know, if you're not Nigerian, I don't know if you get it, all right? She's not just a babe, she's a Nigerian babe. There's a certain type of sauce that comes with Nigerian girls, guys, all right? I'm just letting you know. But let's introduce us to Whitney. So Whitney is 25. She's from Camden. First thing I said when I saw her was that sis said bundles. Those bundles were long, they were thick, they were gorge. And she did also let us know that she is an entrepreneur because sis owns a wig business. I like her. She's confident. She's cute. She's very confident. I think I shouldn't just say confident. She's very confident. I mean, this type of confidence, hey, I don't know if I've seen her before, but I do really like Whitney. And her opening line was, if your man can be stolen, then was he really your man? And that's a very good question, because if your man can be stolen, was he really yours? Because why was he stolen? Why did he allow himself to be stolen? Very interesting question. Anyway, so Andre, of course, came to introduce himself as Dre, as per, and they were just having a nice little chin wag. You can definitely tell once again that she's very confident. She is very beautiful as well. I do think she's very gorgeous. Her hair slayed, absolutely loved it. And you can tell that she's very sure about herself, and I love that. I think confidence is attractive, and it's very nice to see a black girl, a British girl, Nigerian girl, whatever girl, just seeing her coming onto Love Island and just owning it. You know, it's nice. Like that. Love Island producers literally said diversity and inclusion. Okay, that's what they said. So we'll quickly move back to the villa. Catherine was speaking to Ella. She was saying that she wasn't jealous at the fact that Andre received the text, you know, about Whitney being on the date, but she was just a bit intrigued. So I do wonder if now that Whitney is in the villa, but then again, I feel like Catherine is just so happy with Zachariah. So I hope she won't feel like Whitney is a threat, because as much as they both are black and Nigerian, they're literally two completely different worlds. I guess one was brought up in London, another was brought up in Ireland, and they're just different people at the end of the day, but they're both stunning, so I do really like them. Tyrique ended up pulling Molly for a chat. That was very random, to be honest. Molly was talking with Mitchell, which I'm going to get into later, because I don't know if I feel like they're playing a little bit of a game. I don't know what it is. But of course, Tyrique ended up pulling Molly for a chat, and he was just like, yeah, I feel like, you know how Tyrique talks. Yeah, I just feel like, you know, I've been getting to know people in this villa. Like, I've been getting to know people, and I just feel like I should get to know you. Like, we're not closed off. No one's closed off. Of course, no one is closed off. First and foremost, we're only 3 episodes in. But number 2, I feel like Tyrique is really showing us why his body count is 100+. Because it's like his eyes just, I don't know, but Tyrique is smooth with it. That's why I have to rate it a bit, okay? Not fully, but a bit. Tyrique is smooth with his talk, guys. I mean, you cannot even deny that. He is a smooth talker, but I'm sorry, I can't get that body count being over 100 out of my head. I'm so sorry. So let's move on to Whitney coming back. Let's move on to Whitney coming back. And one thing I love is Whitney is here to plug her business. Sis said that, you know, that she came in and the girls are like, oh, I love your hair. She was like, oh, thanks. I'm in the shop and I sell wigs. Like, plug that business. Okay, let's get that coin all the way up. So absolutely loved her. But of course, they were talking to her about the date. And like I said, I just really stan Whitney. I feel like she seems really real. She seems really relatable, especially, I guess, to a lot of black girls from South London as well. Like, she was like, it was giving beach. It was giving this. And, you know, it's just nice to hear someone speak how you speak, or someone that you just find nice and relatable. Like, you can tell that she's being her true authentic self, and I have to celebrate that. So yeah, I really like her. Let's move on to the nighttime. A few conversations here and there. We'll start off with Andre and Rushi talking. Like I said, I need them both to shine their eyes, because I feel like they both have a lot of potential if they do decide to get together. But of course, Whitney ended up coming to interrupt them. I love Whitney, but I do really like Rushi and Andre. I really want them to get to know each other a bit more. So was that the right time? I'm not really sure. But when I say this girl oozes confidence, guys, Whitney, listen, Whitney approached Andre to tell him to tell her that she looks good and that she's good looking. She was just like, you didn't tell me I look good today. And he was just like, oh, of course you look good. Just like, yeah, but you didn't tell me I look good today. So her confidence is really something. In all honesty, I feel like Andre cannot handle a girl like Whitney. Even sometimes on the camera, you guys know I do a bit too much with these reviews, but even sometimes when the camera was like zooming into Andre's face, he was just kind of like, oh, yeah. So I don't know if I feel like Andre's low-key starting to clock out, but Whitney did specifically also bring up his age, because, you know, she's 25, he's 21. And she was like, I think you're really cute, but it's just that age thing. I can't get it out of my head. And I don't blame her. As a 25-year-old, I know everyone has types and preferences, but I'm not into younger guys. So it's just like, yeah, if I'm 25 and you're 21, she may probably see him as you just touched the 20s, but me, I'm actually in the 20s. So I don't know if this is going to work, but I just generally don't feel like Andre can handle a girl like Whitney. Let me know if you agree or you disagree down below. I just don't think he can handle her. So let's move on to Tyrique. Oh, this Tyrique, Jess and Ella situation. Okay, cool. So Tyrique and Jess were having a conversation, guys. We already know that Jess has made it very clear to Tyrique that, listen, I think you're quite interesting. I want to get to know you. But Tyrique is a smooth talker, okay? Such a smooth talker. So smooth that not only did he friend zone, God, this guy. Oh my gosh, this guy's going to be a character. Not only did he friend zone Jess, but he got her to say that they mutually agree. I don't know, guys. I feel like Tyrique is such an interesting character. But yeah, he pretty much ended up friend zoning Jess, and she was just like, oh wow, like okay. After that, now he then went to go and speak with Ella about looking it off. And guys, let me know, okay? It might just be me. I don't know how I feel about Ella just yet. I don't know if I feel like her character, first and foremost, she needs to get rid of those fillers because she actually doesn't need them. Like, her cheeks are distracting me, and I don't know why. Her cheeks are distracting me. But at the same time, I just don't know what vibe I get from her just yet. I know we're only 3 days in, but there's something so interesting about it, because when Tyree even told her about the way he locked up with Jess, not saying that there's girl code already or there should be girl code, but she's interesting. I think that's the word. And hopefully we find out more about her in the coming episodes, because right now I don't know how I feel about Ella. But they ended up sharing a kiss. Number one, 100+ body counts. It's not making any sense. But also number two, we've been saying this time and time again, the producers need to mute the mics when the islanders are kissing. I don't know why we're still dealing. Why are we still hearing all of that? I don't actually understand. But they were going in, and yeah, that's what they did. So let's move on. Guys, let's move on to Whitney speaking with Maddie. Guys, he needs to be serious. Okay, Maddie needs to be serious. So Whitney and Maddie are having a conversation. By the way, you guys know I like Maddie, by the way, so that's why I find the situation even funnier. I think Maddie's good vibes. So Whitney and Maddie are having a conversation, and then, you know, Whitney's just like, you know, what do you like about me? I love her confidence. She's like, what do you like about me? And he's just like, you know, you got a nice smile, you know, personality, da, 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 da. And then she was like, okay, what's your type? And he was like, you know, I like brunettes. And then first and foremost, be for real. Why and how are you telling a black girl that you like brunettes? Does that even make any sense? Like, I'm sorry, does that make any sense? And then she was just like, oh well, I wear wigs, so no, he needs to be serious. Maddie needs to be so serious. How can you tell a black girl you like brunettes? What am I supposed to do with that information? What am I actually supposed to do with that info? But I honestly loved Whitney's reply, because yes, I wear wigs, and that's exactly what it is. Let us end on Mitchell and Molly. They were on the terrace having a conversation, and then he leaned in to kiss her. I do believe what I said yesterday still stands. I just feel like it's really early, and right now Mitchell and Molly are trying to force this winner's energy. Let me know if you agree or disagree. It's a shame, because on one side I really like them, but on the other side I'm just like, it's just too early. Wasn't it episode 1 when the girls are talking and Mitchell dragged himself from one side of the villa to come and give her his jacket? You've only known this girl for like maybe 2 hours, so I don't know. Let's see. Okay, I just feel like it's too early to be giving me this winner's energy. But of course we ended up getting a little preview into tomorrow's episode and tomorrow's challenge. Guys, it's going to give. Okay, make sure you're there 9 PM. Be there or be square. It's going to be juicy. All right, it's going to be juicy. A few smooches, a few confessions. You know I'm here for it. But overall, guys, it was a great episode. I'm sorry, we are 3 episodes into this season, and the season is given already. It's given week 4, week 5 energy, and we're only 3 days in. So I was really happy with today's episode. Like I said, Love Island producer said diversity and inclusion. Hearing all of the, you know, South London accents is making me really feel at home. Yeah, I do have to be honest. What else? I love Whitney. I already said it. I think she's very bold. She's very vibrant. I think she's honestly going to carry this season and also the show as well. And I love her confidence. She's coming to the villa, head up high, bundles down low, and just strutting and really owning who she is. And I do really like that, because it's just nice to see islanders who you can tell are truly being their true authentic self, rather than something that they're trying to portray to be seen a certain type of way on the TV and for us viewers as well. But yeah, guys, I'd love to know what you guys did actually think of today's episode as well. What do you think of Whitney? What do you think of the couples? What do you think of Tyrique? What do you think of everybody? Do definitely let me know it down below. Other than that, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for your love and also for your support. I really, 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 really do appreciate it. And we are in for a very interesting 8 weeks. So if you haven't yet subscribed, be sure to subscribe and definitely join the family. And yeah, I think that's it. So take care, guys. Love you loads, and I shall see you tomorrow. Bye.